So that's kind of what we're doing with these dogs and trying to get this breed more out there and show people really why we love them and that they're worth their weight in gold. So here's our newest additions. Nani, all the way from Missouri. Rosie, I don't know where she is, but she came from Wisconsin, and then Beth came from Tennessee right there, and our next one will be from Indiana. So I guess now we just have to go west all the way up to California or something to get our next one, and then we're all across the US. And the reason that we're bringing all these different dogs in is specifically so they're not super related, as far away as possible without having to import them straight from Bulgaria ourselves. Okay, here we are. So that's Nellie. Oh my gosh. Nellie is the white one. She's a Pyrenees Anatolian cross. This is Beth. She's one of the Karakachans, however you prefer to say it. This here is Rosie. And then we have Nani. So Nani came from Missouri. So we've had her since she was, I don't know, maybe 4 months old or so. And then Rosie over here came from Wisconsin. She's gonna check out what Nick's doing. But so we've imported these from all over. This is our red girl gang. And so they're over here with the nannies while they're pregnant. Nani's young. That's why you can see some of that puppy play. And then Beth's a little older. She's like 3. Nellie's younger, about 1.5 years. And so Rosie here got brought in on a shipper from Wisconsin. She's been very, very good. Has a very great laid-back personality. So we put her right in with the goats, and she's taken to them well. And was told she loves belly rubs. And the funny thing is, Nani and Rosie are almost little twins. Hey, Nani likes to correct Rosie because Nani wants to be the only one. Good girl, Nani. She said, don't jump on my mom. We've had some learning curves about jumping. You can see Rosie's on the bottom, Nani's on top. Rosie, there's a few little things that we've decided that we're definitely gonna work on with her. One being jumping up. And that's her main thing. She's still finding out who she is within the herd. Beth is here, Nani's back. And so with Rosie, that's the biggest thing. She likes to jump up on you, and she'll put her feet up on the fence. She hasn't gotten out or anything like that, but she does put her feet up on the fence, which we do not like. So we've been getting on to her, hollering at her about that. And then that's about it with her. She doesn't have that many bad habits. She's been great with the goats. Nani also, she's come a long way with her jumping up. So just a work in progress. Beth isn't interested in jumping up. She just rolls over for belly rubs. But there's Rosie, Nani. So they look pretty alike. Nani's got more of an orange spot on her back, and then Rosie has white broken up. And when you're closer, you can tell in their faces who's who. And she's got more of a round head, and you've got more of a square head. So that's them, and we will be getting another male, a red male actually, to add to our crew here. And we're very excited. He's going to be coming from Indiana. And the reason that we're bringing all these different dogs in is specifically so they're not super related. With these dogs being imported in 2004, and only a certain amount of them were imported, it's hard to get the genetics right that aren't too close genetically to be breeding. So we're trying to find dogs that aren't super related as far away as possible without having to import them straight from Bulgaria ourselves. Now, importing from Bulgaria would be on the table potentially later on, just because that's the only way we're going to be able to get really new blood in this and see how it goes. But so far so good. We've enjoyed them. We really like them. I think they're beautiful. They take their job very seriously. They've been great with our herds as well as us. Even dogs like Rosie, she came from a different farm so far away, and she's 8 months old. So we definitely have really liked how personable they are, and they've listened really well when we've given corrections. And so, but Nellie's the leader of this group for even being a year old. She's the biggest girl. She's actually huge for a female. I would love to weigh her, but I do not have a scale handy. Because I know Beth's about 85 pounds to 90 pounds, so I'm betting she's clearing 100. But yeah, it's like I said, the biggest thing is we want to make sure that everyone is decently not related to be breeding them. And so far, running all these girls, because this is a group of 4 girls, we've had little tussles here and there because these 3 have been together a lot longer, and then adding Rosie. Thankfully, Rosie has a very chill mentality. You know, she has fought back a little bit just to say, hey, I'm not just gonna be pushed around. But overall, she has done really well and been a good addition. I really like her. I imagine she'll get a bit bigger. But yeah, so we're very much looking forward to Rosie and seeing what she becomes. But I don't see any issues with her other than the jumping up. But we can work on that. So, no. That's her biggest flaw, is that jumping up. She just gets too excited. But other than that, she's really not that bad. And she's pretty leash broke. Not perfect, but, you know, she'll walk on a leash decently. So that's kind of what we're doing with these dogs and trying to get this breed more out there and show people really why we love them and that they're worth their weight in gold. And even though you can tell that they have a longer coat, but it's like a coarse. It's not soft and cottony. It's a coarser coat, so it doesn't get caught on so much briar and things like that. Like this, she's a little more soft. She's still a little coarse, and she's not as long. Even in winter, she's not that long, and she's a Pyrenees cross. But she is a bit softer than Beth even here. She's a shorter coated one. Nani is a bit longer, but she's extremely coarse. And it's still healthy, very healthy hair. But she's just got a coarser coat to help, 1, for the weather, and 2, so things don't get caught in it. So really liking that about them, because if you want a long haired breed, this is a great option. Because for the most part, the biggest thing is the butt chaps right here that we have to get stuff out of. So you can see she's got a little birds in them, but I can just take scissors those and snip those out. And it's winter, their coat's longer, and then during the summer it sheds out to be quite short almost. So yeah, so here's our newest additions. Nani, all the way from Missouri. Rosie, I don't know where she is, but she came from Wisconsin, and then Beth came from Tennessee right there, and our next one will be from Indiana. So I guess now we just have to go west all the way up to California or something to get our next one, and then we're all across the US. Ellie! Nani brother is Crouton over here with Lucy and little Bando. And so they're hanging out between a fence line. I cannot put Lucy, right here, this black and white dog, with this dog. They have an unspoken thing of hatred. As long as they're on different little lots, they get along fine. Sometimes they'll fence fight, but for the most part, they do fine. But overall, I will not put them together. They had a big fight one time when she was pregnant and Lucy was in heat. And ever since then, they are not friends. But it's a management thing, and so that's what we let happen. And overall, it's very easy because we just keep everyone separated. And right now the girls are up here, and so that's where all these females are, hanging out with these pregnant nannies. Here, we'll do a test. Hold on. To see if the dogs care about me. I don't know how this is gonna go, because they might come mess with my phone. Rosie, no! Don't touch it. No, everyone stop touching the phone. Something I really liked about Nellie lately is we had an early baby born in that snowstorm, And with these younger dogs, even though Nellie is very young herself, but she is a baby lover. She loves the babies. And anytime the other dogs messed with them, or like went to be a little too nosy, Nellie would correct that. She was like, no, that's my baby, don't touch it. All we do is look at it, and that's it. So that's something about Nellie that I really liked and I really appreciate. So this is the newest addition to our farm. He just got here last night, pretty late last night. He came all the way from Port, Indiana. And so we're just kind of walking around, getting a feel of the place. So he is, I believe, a 2-year-old male. I'll have to check my papers to make sure that's right. But he is an adult male Karakachan. He is just getting the lay of the land, checking everything out. He said, oh, hello. So that's his first time meeting Pepper. And he's like, okay. He's very handsome, very thick boy. Oh, she wants to play with you. So this is him. We're gonna just kind of get acquainted and figure things out together, and then he gets to go learn all about our goats and how things are done here. And so we're very excited for him. As you can see, Crouton's not so excited, but before we know it, they'll be friends and playing and romping around.